Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video, as they will be very beneficial for you in the long term. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be talking about important current affairs of 4th of February. So let's start with our session. First question is, Engineers India Limited recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which ministry to develop a waste to wealth plants and cities. Basically what we are talking about here is recently, first of all the correct option here becomes Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. That is your Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Engineers India Limited. This can also be written as EIL. Alright, and this MOU was signed to develop a waste to energy and biomethanation projects. Alright, that is waste to energy and biomethanation project. First of all, you need to remember that when we are talking about biogas, the which is the gas that is released from this, it is your, or natural gas, it is your methane, and methane is combustible. So we can, this biogas is hence used in cooking and everything. So coming back, remember this MOU is in line with India's green growth agenda, that we are shifting from non-renewable sources of energy to renewable sources of energy. And if you will see about various, and if you are following us daily and if you read about the current affairs about related to renewable energy, you will be seeing that India is on a transition from non-renewable sources of energy to renewable sources of energy. Then under this MOU, Engineers India Limited, it will assist and handhold the million plus cities in developing such projects for large quantum of waste, integrating the circularity in waste management. And in the first phase, if we talk about, almost 25 million cities will be selected for developing large scale process plants where the all the waste will be collected and will be generated into energy. Then remember, under Govardhan scheme, almost 500 new waste to wealth plants will be established. And what is this Govardhan? It stands for Galvanizing Organic Bioagro Resources Dhan. This will include 200 compressed biogas plants, 75 in urban areas, 300 community or culture based, and A total investment of 10,000 crores will be required for the same. Then remember, now basically we can say this is a Swachh Bharat mission. All right, Swachh Bharat mission, that is we are cleaning the cities also, then only we will be generating this waste. So Swachh Bharat mission urban 2.0 has strengthened the efforts towards sustainable and solid management, as we will be collecting the waste that is all around the city, and that particular waste will be used to generate other raw materials as well as energy also here. All right. So coming back, friends, it was Energy India Limited that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and this was signed so that waste to energy and biomethane project can be established in Indian cities. All right. Next, and here a city with a million plus population cities will be affected here. All right, here we were talking about that in 25 million plus cities it will be affected. That means any population where there are people more than 1 million, there these type of plants that will be set up, that will be collecting the waste from the city, and it will be generating various kind of other raw material as well as energy also. Here you can see Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs signed MOU to develop waste to wealth plants in million plus cities, that is related to population. That is a city in which million plus population is there, and 1 million stands at 10 lakh. Next is, which company is India's first supplier of parts of nuclear turbines? I repeat, name the company that is India's first supplier of parts for nuclear turbines. It will be your Azad Engineering Private Limited. All right, it is a precision based engineering firm, and GE Steam Power, an American engineering technology company, they have agreed to a long term supply for the deal of nuclear turbines. In this you can also add GE Steam Power. But if in the question, if it just mention Azad Engineering Private Limited, it will also be accepted. Then remember, because Azad Engineering Private Limited has been approved as the first Indian company to supply critical rotating parts for nuclear submarines, and the first set of critical parts have now been delivered and will be assembled on nuclear turbines that are manufactured in Belfort in France. And to help the clients deliver reliable power while they make the transition, they have tied up with GE Stream. All right, they will be assisting Azad Engineering Private Limited in supplying these parts for the nuclear turbines. All right, so the correct option becomes option A. Next is, which edition of the US India Civil Space Joint Working Group meeting was held recently? And this is important question, friends. Let's see why we are talking about this. That remember, 8th, that is your 8th edition of the US India Civil Space Joint Working Group meeting was held recently, and here various discussions were done on which topic. It was done on space exploration. We know the space agency of USA, it is NASA. India's is ISRO. And we both know that ISRO is also launching various missions, to be it Chandrayaan mission or be it a mission to Venus. Even NASA is working on various other kinds of mission. So both these organized countries thought that we should collaborate in earth and space sciences as well as human exploration. All right, under this meeting that was co-chaired by Jennifer R. Littlejohn, who is the principal deputy assistant secretary in the Bureau of Oceans and International Environment and Scientific Affairs, and Karen Feldstein, who is the associate administrator for international and interagency relations at NASA, along with Shantanu Bhatta Vadekarji, who is the scientific secretary of ISRO for India. So these people came together and they discussed that they will be working together on various global navigation satellite systems. They will be working on space flight safety and space situational awareness, their policies, what can be the commercial use of the space, then we can use. If you remember recently, various companies came together and stated that they will be initiating the space travel, where they will be launching a hotel and people will be able to stay at those hotels as a travel purpose also. All right. And then remember, if we talk about this bilateral cooperation in space, the term was NISAR, if you remember. What was this NISAR? It is NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar. I repeat, NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar. This mission was scheduled to launch in 2024 and it is a part of India US bilateral cooperation in space only. And if we talk about this NASA NISAR, what is it? It is used to radar frequencies to monitor the resources such as water, forest, and agriculture. That means, say, on Earth, it is monitoring water, forest, and agriculture lands. And this will be the first satellite mission to measure the changes in the Earth's surface less than a centimeter in size using the two separate radar frequencies. And these frequencies are L band and S band. So using these two different kind of frequency, even a smallest size that is of a centimeter will be measured. A change in that will be measured by this satellite, that is NISAR, that is expected to be launched in 2024. All right, and remember, it was in 2014 that NASA and ISRO signed a partnership to collaborate on this project, that is NISAR. So coming back, it was the 8th edition of the India-US Civil Space Joint Working Group meeting that was held recently. You can see here two astronauts, they are flying, and you never know, in future it can be an Indian astronaut and a US astronaut also. Next we are talking about SpaceX. SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk. Elon Musk is also the owner of Tesla, Neuralink, Boring Company, Starlink, and even Twitter now. Now coming back, the question asked here is, SpaceX has recently launched how many satellites on the 200th Falcon 9 rocket flight? So first of all, you need to remember, the direct question asked here is that how many satellites were launched on the 200th Falcon 9 rocket flight? It were 53 satellites. All right, and these were the 53 internet Starlink satellite. All right, and we know what are these Starlink satellite. Basically, Starlink is a company that is forming a, or it is establishing a constellation around the earth that will be providing internet, or we can say satellite internet, even in the remote areas of the earth. And in order to complete that, these multiple satellites are being launched, and now recently it was 53 satellites launched during the 200th Falcon 9 rocket flight. They were launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, USA. Apart from this, if you remember recently, SpaceX also launched satellites of OneWeb, and OneWeb is a similar kind of company related to Starlink. It is a United Kingdom based company, and for them also Starlink has SpaceX has launched multiple satellites. Last time it was 40 satellites that were launched, and previous to that again 40 satellites were launched. To date, if we talk about, SpaceX has launched more than 3800 Starlink satellites, and all Starlink satellites to date have been flown abroad using the Falcon 9 rocket itself. Alright, so the correct option here becomes, recently on 200 Falcon 9 rocket flight, there were 53 satellites that were launched. Next, which veteran filmmaker who was a Padma Shri awardee and Dada Saheb Phalke awardee recently passed away? Who was he? Tell me. He was a veteran filmmaker, a Padma Shri awardee, and a Dada Saheb Phalke awardee who recently passed away. K. Vishwanath. Alright, K. Vishwanath. He recently passed away. He was a Telugu filmmaker. Alright, and he passed away at the age of 92 in Hyderabad, Telangana. Then remember K. Vishwanath ji, he was born on 19th February in 1930 and he was born in Madras, alright, Madras Presidency, that is now in Andhra Pradesh. Then if we talk about him, remember he was awarded with Padma Shri in he was awarded with the Padma Shri when Padma Shri in 1992, and Padma Shri, we all know this is the fourth highest civilian award. Then apart from this, remember he was the 48th recipient of Dadasaheb Phalke Award, that is India's highest award in the field of cinema, and he was awarded for this title in 2016. Also, K. Vishwanath was a five-time National Film Award winner for his movies also. Alright, so these are some awards that you need to remember regarding K. Vishwanath, and he has recently passed away. You can see him in the picture. Veteran filmmaker K. Vishwanath passed away. Next, which Indian pacer recently announced retirement from all the forms of cricket? Tell me. Who has recently announced retirement from all the forms of cricket? So, Indian cricketer Joginder Sharma, who is 39 years of age, has recently announced retirement. He was famously known for his bowling, and if you remember, during the T20 World Cup of 2007, the last over for the bowling was done by Joginder Sharma only. Alright, and we know in 2017 we were playing against Pakistan. If we talk currently Joginder Sharma is serves as the DSP in Haryana, that is your Deputy Superintendent of Police in Haryana, and he joined the Haryana Police in October 2007. Joginder Sharma was born on 23rd of October 2000. Sorry, 23rd October 1983. All right. Next. So the correct option is Joginder Sharma. Next, you need to remember, if we talk about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, will be Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He has been the brand ambassador for Garuda Aerospace Limited. Garuda Aerospace Limited is a drone manufacturing startup. Also, you need to remember. All right. Here you can see Joginder Sharma has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. Next, Hindujaz intends to raise how much percent stake in IndusInd Bank? Tell me, Hindujaz intend to raise how much percent stake in Indus Bank? What is the correct option? Option is 26%. IndusInd International Holding Limited, IIHL, that is a subsidiary of Hinduja Group. They have received a approval from Reserve Bank of India to increase their ownership in IndusInd Bank to 26%. As a result of this, Hinduja Group will contribute more than 10,000 crore rupees to the IndusInd Bank. Here, if we talk about this, with this, IndusInd Bank became the first bank to have its promoter increase its shareholding to 26%. So this question can definitely be asked. Alright, apart from this, in November, RBI revised a private bank ownership guidelines to allow promoters to own up to 26% of the bank, that was earlier 15%. Alright, now if we talk about IndusInd Bank, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer? Sumant Katpalia ji. And when was this established? It was in 1994 and the headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So correct option is option 1. Next is Ministry of Corporation has recently signed a memorandum of understanding to enable PACs to operate as CSCs. What is PACs and CSCs? First of all, you need to know this. PAC is your primary agriculture credit societies and CSCs are your common service centers. So if we talk about it, Ministry of Cooperation, Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology, NABARD and CSC E-Governance Service India Limited, they together signed an MOU to enable Primary Agriculture Credit Society, that is your PACS, to provide services that are offered by CSCs in New Delhi. What are these? CSCs are access point for the delivery of vital public services like utility service, social welfare schemes, healthcare, financial service, education, agriculture service under Digital India program. Alright, according to this MOU, PSCs would be able to operate as CSCs, that is your common service centers, and provide over 300 services to the rural population, including 13 crore farmer members. Additionally to this, Government of India intends to permit PSCs to offer all the services that are mentioned on the Digital Seva portal of the CSC scheme to the citizen. CSCs will benefit from pan-India deployment of a common software being deployed for PSCs, and within 4 lakh CSCs currently in operation, Government of India intends to add 2 lakh new PSCs over the next 5 years. All right. Next is C Camp has launched INDX 2.0 National Diagnostics Catapult to scale up the diagnostic space for infectious disease. After the COVID-19, all around the world, the scientists and even the researchers have realized that we should up their game in the field of the infectious disease, because COVID-19 has showed us that how flawed our current healthcare sector is and how much more development we will be requiring in this field in order to safeguard the interests of human. So same for the reason recently, the Center for Cellular and Molecular Platforms, that is CCAM, that is indigenization of diagnostics, that is INDX, they together launched the national, along with various scientists together launched this National Diagnostics Catapult, that is CCAMP INDX 2.0. Where was this launched? It was launched in New Delhi. So first of all, remember what was launched? CCAMP INDX, that is your Center for Cellular and Molecular Platform Indigenization of Diagnostics. Here various research will be done for infectious disease. Alright, then you need to remember this program was launched in the presence of Dr. Parvinder Maini, who is the officer of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. This program is anchored by CCAMP with support from Bangalore Life Science Clusters and funding from Rockefeller Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And if you remember, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is working highly towards eradicating polio also from the world. Next, what is the aim of this particular National Diagnostics Catapult to be launched? The aim is to boost the India's preparedness for current and future pandemics and to scale up the diagnostic space for infectious disease, including but not limited to COVID-19. That means we will be covering here COVID-19 also, but in future if there is any other outbreak of any other disease, then also we should be prepared for the same. Here, this CCAMP Index 2.0 seeks to solve the dual requirement by enabling access through innovation, deployment, commercialization of high quality, affordable, robust, alright, surveillance platform that will help us to deal with disease outbreaks. Next is Railtel. Railtel has secured 253.35 crore rupees SBI project for 4G connectivity to ATMs. I repeat, recently, State Bank of India has issued a work order to Retail Corporation of India Limited, that is Railtel. Alright, this is a central public sector enterprise under the Ministry of Railways, and this work order to Railtel was issued to provide 4G LTE, that is long-term evolution connectivity, to more than 15,000 offsite ATM machines across India. That means 4G connectivity will be provided to the ATM machines to more than 15,000 offsite ATM machines across India, and for this SBI recently gave a project to this order to Railtel. The total estimate of this project will be around 253.35 crore rupees. And this project includes the operation and maintenance of the entire work, that is for the entire network of these 15,000 ATM machine, offsite ATM machine, for the next 5 years. All right, highly important. And how this will better is, as we know, it will be shifting from third generation to fourth generation. That means better network connectivity, better network speed for cell phones and other cellular devices will be provided in this particular. And if we are using them in ATM, better response will be provided through the ATM. All right, next, if we talk about who is the chairman and managing director for Realtel, Sanjay Kumar. This was established in 2000 and New Delhi is the headquarter for the Realtel. Moving on, next, NASA and IBM, they have collaborated to develop AI based models to spur the new Earth discoveries. As we know, with the help of this James Webb Space Telescope, multiple new planets have been discovered. Not just the planets, they are saying that many Earth like planets have been also discovered in space. So, in order to develop an artificial intelligence based model to spur the new Earth discoveries, and to also what is basically a new Earth and how we consider a planet that is similar to that of Earth is because presence of various chemical composition into the atmosphere, gases that are released by organisms, or if we find the traces of water there, or if we try to find the trace of methane there, these are some of the examples that indicate the scientists to think that it is a planet and that is similar to that of a Earth. So for that only, NASA and IBM, the headquarter of which is in New York, USA, have collaborated to set up a artificial intelligence based model that will make it easier to mine the vast data set to advance scientific knowledge about Earth and help the world to adapt to the changing environment. So we have discussed about James Webb Space Telescope, that is of NASA, and now it is saying that NASA and IBM, they will be working together and they will be working on various data sets, and from those data sets an AI model will be developed that will be using those data sets and will help us to focus about on various changes that our Earth, particular Earth, is facing, and how can we adapt those changing environment, and what should we do, what should be our step, the right step that is required to go ahead will be discussed, will be basically projected or discussed with the AI only, that will be using the various data sets that we have mined so far. All right, so it was NASA and IBM that will working, basically we can say working towards global warming, because we know global warming is the only most important factor that all around the world all the scientists are talking about. And in reality also we have seen the global warming, as you can see various ice bugs are melting, they are breaking off from their bigger sheet of iceberg. Then apart from this, you saw that in Europe there was very less snow this winter. Even in Europe you will be seeing that multiple lakes were dried up last summer season. Then in China also you saw the rivers were dried up. In Pakistan you saw heavy flooding. In India also you saw high solar heat, due to which you were able to see high temperatures. So all these factors are resulting into a climate change, and to adopt to those changing environment we need artificial intelligence guidance here. Under this collaboration, NASA and IBM will create AI foundation model to analyze the petabytes of text and remote sensing data to make it easier to build artificial intelligence applications tailored to specific questions and tasks. Next, UNESCO Eco, that is ECOSOC, is basically Economic and Social Council Partnership Forum. India NGO shares initiatives on road safety and environment conservation. the 2023 Partnership Forum of an annual session, that is the United Nations Economic and Social Council, was held from 31st of January back to back with the Council's coordination segment at UN headquarters in New York, United States. Punjab based Patiala Foundation, that is an NGO from India, shared various key initiatives such as reflective stickers for bicycles, helmet bank, and a children's challan book for road safety and environmental conservation. All right, so mark this also, question can definitely be asked that which NGO from India recently shared their road safety and environment conservation initiative. It is your Patiala Foundation, that is an NGO from Punjab, India. Next, France World Cup winning defender Rafael Varane has recently retired from international football. Directly remember, Rafael Xavier Varane, who is 29 years of old, announced retirement from international football to focus his career with Manchester United. Next, next is Kerala's finance minister has presented the state budget for the fiscal year 23-24. Then if we talk about this particular state budget, remember finance, who is the, first of all tell me who is the finance minister of Kerala? KN Balagopalji has presented this. KL KN, not L, KN Bala Gopal. He presented the legislative assembly the budget for the fiscal year 24, that is 2023 to 2024. This is the second full budget of the Communist Party of India government that was led by Pinarayi Vijayan, who is the Chief Minister of Kerala. Alright, there are some important points that you need to remember from this budget is, first is the Kerala government has set aside 100 crore rupees for welfare programs and 2000 crore rupees to combat price increases that we are seeing inflation. Then in addition to a plethora of initiatives in the infrastructure and higher education sector that will be invested upon. Then Kerala Infrastructure Investment Fund Board has allocated 1000 crore rupees for the development of the Vizham Ring Road as an industrial corridor. Apart from this, Kerala State Finance Minister announced a total allocation of 2828 crore rupees for the medical sector also. Alright, so these are some of the budgets and these are some of the amount allocated to various parts or various sectors. Who is the governor of Kerala? Governor of Kerala is Arif Muhammad Khan. If we ask about Vembanad Lake, where is this Vembanad Lake located? Vembanad Lake is located in Kerala only. Next is Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang. He is the Chief Minister of which state? He is the Chief Minister of Sikkim, and he have launched Mero Rukh Mero Santati. What is this Mero Rukh Mero Santati? That is a plant a tree, leave a legacy. Alright, Mero Rukh Mero Santati, that is plant a tree, leave a legacy. This initiative was launched by which state? It was launched by Sikkim, or if name asked of about the Chief Minister, he will be Prem Singh Tamangji. Alright, under this 100 trees will be planted for every child born in Sikkim, and this is a very good initiative, friends, that for every child born in the state of Sikkim 100 trees will be planted for the same. So friends, that's all for the day. Let's go for a quick revision. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and EIL signed a memorandum of understanding to develop waste to wealth plant in cities with million plus population. Ministry of Corporation signed an MOU to enable PSCs to operate as CSCs. CCAMP has launched INDX 2.0 National Diagnostic Catapult to scale up the diagnostic space for infectious disease. Azad Engineering is India's first supplier of parts of nuclear turbines. Railtel has secured 253.35 crore SBI project for 4G connectivity to ATMs. Hinduja intends to raise their stake in IndusInd Bank to 26%. 8th meeting of the US-India Civil Space Joint Working Group was held recently. SpaceX has launched 53 Starlink satellites on the 200th flight of the Falcon 9 rocket. NASA and IBM has collaborated to develop AI-based modules to spur new Earth discoveries. Then UNESCO Economic and Social Council Partnership Forum for 2023 was held, and here Indian NGOs share initiatives on road safety and environment conservation. Then New Zealand tour of India was held recently. You can read it from the PDF directly. Indian cricketer Joginder Sharma has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. France World Cup winning defender Rafael Varane retires. Padma Shri and Dadasai Phalke awardee K. Vishwanathan has recently passed away. Kerala Finance Minister presented the state budget for fiscal year 24. Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang has launched Mero Rukh Mero Santati scheme, that is to plant 100 trees for every child born in the state of Sikkim. So that's all for the day, friends. Now it's time for your homework. First, which is the first district to register 10,000 new MSMEs? Next, Naba Kishore Das, who was shot dead recently, was the health minister of which state? Third, which city recently hosted the Military Literature Festival? So, friends, these are your three important homework questions, and I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like this video and comment below and let us know what are your views on such session. If you are finding the session to be interesting and if you want us to continue with such sessions, then your comment is highly appreciated. Apart from this, you can watch various other videos that are uploaded by us just by searching on YouTube by Current Affairs by Vikas Rana, and you will be able to see multiple current affairs there. Not just this, friends, you will be able to attempt quiz on our website as well as on our application, that is Affairscloud. That will be really beneficial for you. So I'll highly suggest to go and check this out. Also, I request all of the channel, all of our viewers to once go and check our website also and even our Affairscloud application, because these are very good sites and application that will be helping you to enhance your preparation. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.